Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on real, relevant news that speaks directly to the heart of everyday South Africans. Today's topic is making waves across the continent and causing serious concern for both government and private sectors alike. Nigerian activist and youth leader, Danielson Akpan, has boldly stated that all South African businesses must leave Nigeria within 7 days. Nigerians don't give a damn. Yes, you heard that right. A direct call for the expulsion of South African companies from one of Africa's biggest economies. And people are asking, where did this come from? Is this just political noise, or are we facing a serious diplomatic blow-up that could affect thousands of jobs, investments, and the fragile relationship between South Africa and Nigeria? Let's unpack the facts. Danielson Akpan is no small voice. He's a former president of the National Association of Nigerian Students and has often spoken out on matters involving national pride, economic fairness, and African unity. But this time, his comments weren't just aimed at South Africa's businesses, they carried a very clear threat. In a video that's now gone viral, Akpan accused South African corporations of exploiting Nigeria's economy while contributing little to its development. He claimed that companies like MTN, Shoprite, DStv, and others have built empires in Nigeria while treating locals unfairly and sending profits back to South Africa. Now, to be fair, this isn't the first time these kinds of sentiments have surfaced. Over the past few years, tensions between South Africans and Nigerians have flared up due to xenophobic attacks, visa disputes, and business rivalry. But this particular message has struck a deeper nerve, because this time it isn't just emotional. It's a direct economic threat. Think about it. South African companies like MTN have invested billions of rands into Nigeria over the years. MTN Nigeria alone contributes massively to the telecoms infrastructure and has over 70 million users in that country. Shoprite, until recently, was also a big player in Nigeria's retail market. And then you've got DStv, which dominates satellite TV subscriptions. If these businesses are forced out or pushed into panic mode, it's not just Nigeria that suffers. Thousands of South Africans are employed both locally and abroad to support these operations. South African investors and pension funds are also tied up in these multinational ventures. But beyond the economics, there's something more emotional here. Akpan's tone was unapologetic. He said, Nigerians don't give a damn anymore, and that South African businesses have outstayed their welcome. He called on Nigerian youth to rise up and start supporting local companies while pushing out foreign control. It's a bold call, and while it may not reflect the Nigerian government's official stance, it has sparked debate online and across media platforms. Some Nigerians are backing the message, saying it's high time the country focused on homegrown enterprises. Others are worried that these kinds of inflammatory remarks could trigger retaliation or even violence, especially considering what we've seen in the past. South Africans, on the other hand, are asking a different question. Are we being targeted for our success, or is there something deeper that we need to confront? Many feel that our companies play by the rules, create jobs, and help drive Africa's economy forward. But others admit that issues like inequality, disrespectful service practices, and corporate greed have sometimes fueled resentment. Government officials from both countries have remained largely quiet so far, which is making the public even more uneasy. In the past, diplomatic tensions between Nigeria and South Africa have taken months to resolve, and that's not good for business or citizens on either side. Some analysts believe Akpan's comments could be tied to growing political frustration in Nigeria, where youth unemployment and poverty are reaching critical levels. For young people who feel unheard and economically sidelined, foreign companies become an easy target, especially those seen as dominating the market. At the same time, some South Africans are warning that if this anti-SA business sentiment grows, it could trigger similar retaliation here at home. And that could lead to another round of xenophobic incidents, something none of us want to see again. All the images in this video are used for illustration purposes only. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you think Danielson Akpan's comments are justified, or is this going to cause unnecessary division between African nations? Should South African companies be more mindful of how they operate outside the country, or are they being unfairly targeted? Let us know what you think in the comments. And until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and remember, Africa can only rise if we rise.